Lifetime in repeat.
What is going on, guys? Welcome to episode 4 of Ending the Week with an F.
What?
So we're back for another episode, and as usual, let's get straight into it. Hope you guys have had an amazing week. We've got so much to tell you, show you, some stuff to show you, mainly to tell you, and it's going to be a bunch of laughs, a bit of criticism to certain people, and just an all-round good show as always.
Got it!
As usual, guys, I want to give my shout outs. I want to give the shout out to anyone that's supported all my social media, and of course the shout out to all the viewers watching right now, in the future, all the ones that I've watched in the past. I appreciate you guys so much. You guys will never be able to understand how much you mean to me. Is that an insult? You guys are amazing nevertheless. Love you guys. First segment. Only one for the epicness segment today. Today we got a new YouTube Red series. Now I normally wouldn't get this hyped except for like Scare PewDiePie. That was awesome, but unfortunately we all know what happened to that. Cancelled PewDiePie. Yeah.
No off-topic question.
So what did we get? So even if you weren't in the 1980s, as in you weren't born, which is me, you would have still probably through your parents or through family members, other people have watched some 80s film. One of those 80s film would have been The Karate Kid. Oh, the memory, the nostalgia. It's all coming back. YouTube Red have a new series called The Cobra Kai. It looks amazing, guys. It's got original actors in it, I do believe, and it looks amazing. It follows the Cobra Kai, obviously, which were the kind of the bad people, but they were kind of misled kids. The main bad person was the sensei, and then obviously in further episodes you had other bad people. But it's very interesting, guys. It can go one of two ways. Number one, they can absolutely nail this series. Everyone will get a throwback of the nostalgia. It will be a great tribute to the Karate Kid series. It will fit so well, and it will go perfect. That's scenario one. Scenario two is what I really hope they don't do, where they really change it too much. They make it feel like it's not part of the Karate Kid universe, and they don't fit it, if that makes sense. It doesn't feel like part of a Karate Kid film. It's not a Karate Kid film, but it's still in the same universe, so we should still get that same feel, the same nostalgia. Not so much the exact same film styling, because obviously it's not that specific type of film, but it's in the same universe, so it should have reminiscence of the same universe, if that makes sense. Those were big words.
No, permission.
I'm really excited, guys. Obviously I can't show you much of the trailer, but I guarantee if you Google Cobra Kai YouTube Red, you'll find the trailer, and you're definitely going to have to watch that. It looks amazing, guys. Obviously Karate Kid was the most throwback thing. You had Footloose, Karate Kid, you had Back to the Future. You had amazing films. I literally watched an A-Team. I keep naming them. I watched so many of these growing up. I wasn't born in the 1980s, but at the same time, my parents were in the 1980s. They weren't born in the 1980s, because that would have been weird. But yeah, it's amazing, guys. I really hope they do well with this. I really hope they don't go crazy. Like, you know how some series are left and then they're revisited and it just doesn't work. I reckon they'll do well. It's a really key thing to get right, and if they do it, it's going to be amazing, guys. I cannot wait to watch that. Super excited. Moving on to WT Forever. Next segment. So we've all seen the terrible school shootings in America. It's really devastating, guys. Gun laws are a big conversation at the moment, but the one person that isn't deciding to do something about that and blames it on a completely, entirely different subject is Donald Trump. He is mass scrutiny at the moment. It's the way that he goes about it. He's now said that teachers should be armed. I mean, what kind of example are you setting? The problem in the first place is that people have access to these guns. People that would do these things have access to these guns. There are guns there in the first place. That's the biggest issue. So you're adding more guns, more problems. Guns in a classroom just shouldn't be there. In the same way we get shocked when any harm comes to kids, it's the same way we should be about any firearm being anywhere near a kid. in a police response emergency situation, an army response emergency situation, perfectly acceptable. They're there to do their job, they're there to protect people. But teachers are there to teach, and I don't think, in my personal opinion, they should have firearms. It can end up so wrong, so bad. Yes, they may have been able to fire back, but if we actually tackle the situation at its point, at its core, where the main issue is coming from, you'll find that the guns are the issue and not the people. Because if those people didn't have access to those guns in the first place, this would have never have happened. It's something like the 18th gun shooting, school shooting in 2018. And bearing in mind, we've almost only just hit March. We're not even in March yet. That is ridiculous, guys. Human beings learn from their mistakes. It's part of human nature. We make a mistake and we try not to do it again. But I don't see human nature in Donald Trump's actions. I just see ignorance and blaming. And that is not the solution to a problem like this. Sorry, it's so serious, guys. Next segment. On a more wacky, wild note, we all know the meet me at McDonald's haircut, right? Well, if you don't, here's a picture for a refresher. Pretty wacky, guys, pretty awesome. I wouldn't do my hair like that. In fact, I haven't done my hair at all today, so I apologise. I probably don't look anything like I would normally do, but at least I don't have the meet me at McDonald's haircut.
Try me, bitch.
So anyway, a school has decided to ban this haircut, which is just a random story, really. I don't really see any harm in it. It's a wacky haircut, it's different, but it's not doing anyone harm, is it? It's not interrupting their learning, it's not getting in the way of their eyes. I don't really understand the problem with this. I'd say that it's more to do with the school wanting to make a good impression, but I think the kids should rebel. That's probably the wrong thing to say, but I think the kids should all turn up with hairstyles like this. I don't know, guys. Schools always, when I was younger, used to try to ban all these wacky things. You know, you couldn't wear this, you couldn't wear that. You know, you had to have a certain brand. That brand is not good enough. You know, it's always happened like that, guys. Teachers and head teachers think they're little lawgivers. That doesn't make sense, but you know what I mean, guys. I can't use the word. Next segment. So now it's time for my topic. My topic today is going to be something that I probably should have covered a couple of weeks back, but I'm going to cover it now. Cover it back now because I think it's important. And of course, it's the YouTube changes to their monetization partner program where channels only, I think it's above 3,000 subscribers or 1,000. 1 second. So I've just checked and you need 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time in the last 12 months. Now that isn't too big of a problem for the bigger channels. That is nothing. The bigger channels, easy, done, they're in. The problem is the new startup YouTubers. And of course, now you're going to say, oh, well, these YouTubers, if they want to monetize straight away, they only do it for the money. That could be true. Some people do that. Not me. I do it because I love to make you guys laugh, hence why I do these every week. But some people also just kind of like to make a tiny bit of money. Maybe it goes towards buying better equipment. Maybe it goes towards, you know, some sort of fundraising program. Maybe that small amount of money helps them in a way that perhaps is not identifiable as they only do it for the money. Anyone that makes videos on YouTube and gets an audience gets it because they are funny or they are good, they are awesome at what they do. Audience have so many people to watch, so they're only going to watch the people that they like. So in that case, only doing it for the money would not attract that audience. So you can't always say that just because new channels have ads, it doesn't always mean that they can be identified as only doing it for the money. So that's the more technical side of it. Do I agree with it? Well, it's hard to say. I totally get that. I don't want like copy channels. That's YouTube's reason they want copy channels, or they want to be able to control channels more easier. Not as in control you have to do this, but more like they can review you. And we all know how the review progress was before. If you were a smaller channel and you got striked, even someone striked you for something irrelevant, you had to wait till you get a set amount of views or something, and there was just no chance if you were a really smaller channel. So there is that problem. But I think with this new thing, anyone that's in it gets a lot better response. It's probably going to be a bit more manageable. But unfortunately, on the other side, it does mean that a bunch of people are cut out of making ads. So does that mean that they can't make YouTube videos? Of course not. YouTube is always going to be a free, open platform. Anyone can film a video like I'm doing now and place it on the website. It's as easy as that. It just means that they won't be able to put ads on their videos. And to be honest, if you're a smaller channel, in my personal opinion, just focus on growing your audience. You can, the ads and that, if you want to put them later. I don't really like to talk about money, to be honest, because it's the entertainment is why I like doing it. So just film your videos, have fun with it, and if ads come, ads come. Don't focus on the ads, which again I have said is that not all people do. But yeah, just focus on your videos and you awesome people behind the camera. Next segment. So now we're going to talk about research wow. So in this segment, we found out that Asian elephants actually have different personality traits. So you know there's just going to be that one moody elephant that just always has a tantrum. That guy is just a spoiled little elephant, and you know that he's just always going to be causing trouble. And at the same spectrum, there's going to be that insanely happy guy. The guy that is always happy for some reason. We don't know why he's happy. He's smiling at everything, even places you shouldn't smile, like a funeral. This guy is a little bit psycho, a little bit of a crazy elephant, but we love elephants, so we're going to let them off that. It's a random piece of information, guys. I was searching the internet for research well. This segment is always too short, I think, but it's just quick snippets like that to fire information at you, a little news story of the week. So yeah, Asian elephants have their own personality. That's good. That means that we are some like elephants. So we may be able to relate to some elephants that are moody, happy, tired. That is mate. If I'm ever an elephant, all I'm going to be doing is sleeping. Someone else is catching food for me, but they don't catch food, so that... Let's hope I don't become an elephant. Next segment. One of my favourite segments is next. Inspiration segment. Ryan Coogler, I hope that I've said that right. The director of Black Panther. He's wrote an amazing letter. Thank you, because Black Panther broke so many records, and so it should. It's a damn amazing movie. And in his letter, of course, a lot of directors that have a film that go amazing, they generally will write a letter thanking the public, thanking everyone, you know, the staff, the production team, the producers, you know, everyone from the bottom to the top, they thank everyone. And that's, of course, what a director should do, because everyone makes the movie. Everyone is a vital part of the movie. The audience is a vital part of the movie, so it makes sense to thank them. But Ryan Coogler has gone a little bit further than this, and I respect him so much. He said it's amazing to see diversity, everyone coming together and viewing his movie, taking pictures with the movie, you know, just enjoying the movie. It's bringing people together. That's what movies are meant to do. It's meant to take you with your imagination, throw you into a place that everyone can have a good time. It just separates you away from tough places of life, and everyone can come together. And I think his movie did that well. It's definitely good on the imagination. It's an awesome film, action-filled, good story. I love that film. Honestly, I've watched it like 2 times already. I love Marvel. What can I say, guys? I love it. He didn't always start off doing these big budget movies. I've read a little bit about him. I don't know I don't have it exact, but I know obviously he did start from the bottom like any director would, unless you're very lucky and you go straight into a feature film. But he started from the bottom, did a couple movies, better and better. Each film he's done has been a huge success. Each film. And this one is no different. So props to Ryan Coogler, amazing director, super awesome director. What can I say except that he's set an example for all the directors out there, how to thank your people, how to bring people together, and how to acknowledge that you are bringing people together. Awesome. Next segment. Okay, the final segment of the video. Today we're talking about a certain dog that found a certain woman's toy. That toy and the dog have become very close, shall we say. And it's not nothing disgusting like that. It's just that he's found a new toy. That sounds really bad too. So apparently, according to the stories, they used to throw it, and it used to play fetch with it, from what I can tell. And it stuck to a door or a wall, and it was proper like going at it, like going down. This dog wanted this, you know. And it's wacky. It's something I've never heard of before, because I've had a dog before and I never have once. Not that I don't have those things, but if I did, I don't think I would throw it at my dog. That's pretty insane to play fetch with a dildo with a dog. It's a some people, eh? So anyway, this dog and this thing is very very good friends now. They're very close, and it's this favourite toy, which there's a lot of favourite woman's toy that is. I'm trying to handle this with care, guys, because it's quite sensitive for some people, because I don't want to offend some people, because the internet can get really offended sometimes. Guarantee if you search it, dog dildo best friend, don't search that. Oh my god. Okay guys, we're gonna move on before I technically lose this channel and I'll say goodbye to whoever. So I'm gonna say goodbye for a week instead of saying goodbye forever. That sounds a bit more better. So I hope you enjoyed this show, guys. I love you guys as forever. Young, that's me. I love you guys forever. And share if you can. Like this video if you enjoyed it. Leave a comment if you have any suggestions throughout the week, what should come next. Thank you guys for all the support, rising up. Of course, we are doing well, loving life. And I'll see you guys next Sunday. Peace out, guys.